Hey everybody, my name is Eric, and today I'm going to show you how to install a rainwater diverter on your gutter, your downspout, to collect rainwater from your house. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a section from my downspout and install this rainwater diverter, which I got online for about 10 bucks. This one's called Catch-a-Raindrop or Rainwater Colander. I'm sure there's different varieties out there. So I'm going to cut out a section of this. I'm going to put this in, and then I'm going to get my hose, and I'm going to attach it from here to my rain barrel to collect the water. Okay, now I'm going to take off the downspout. There's a few screws to take off. I don't have to take these straps off all the way. I can just take off one side and take this gutter off. So here we go. Now it's time to cut a section out to put the rain diverter into it. Okay, I forgot to show you that I want to start, I marked a spot on the gutter where I want to cut. It needs to be a little bit higher than the rain barrel, obviously, because you want the water to flow downward and let gravity do its job. So I marked a spot. This diverter doesn't really have much of a membrane between the bottom and the top, so I can pretty much cut out exactly that section right there. So I'm going to mark the top and the bottom on there. And then I'm just going to get on my gloves because I'm working with metal here. Some of you may have plastic downspouts that are a little easier to cut. Your metal saw should be able to cut through plastic or the metal, either one. Okay. So I've already drawn my lines on there. I'm just going to cut this little part out. A good stick screw in here or here to hold it together better, but I'm going to just see if the force of the two pipes coming together will hold it without me doing that. But we're going to put our section back in now, so I'm just going to wiggle this in. Should go in there pretty easy. Make sure the holes are lined up there so I can reattach my screw there. And I'm going to bring this down a little bit. Up. Okay, looks like I need to lift this up a little bit, so I'm going to loosen my screw on the bottom. You can try and use the same holes that you already had in the house, and that way you're not putting a bunch of holes in your house. Now, you're just going to put the hose on the barrel and we're all set. That's it. Well, I just realized this hose isn't long enough. It was from an old rain barrel that I had. So I'm going to have to cut another piece of hose. Okay, well your rain diverter usually comes with a top so that you can close it off when your rain barrel's full, because you don't want more water going into your rain barrel once full. So it comes with that, but when you're trying to collect the water, obviously you take the top off and make sure your hose is attached. Well, that's basically it. I had a hard time getting this on, so I'm probably going to get some wax later and see if I can slip this on a little bit better. This kind of hose was easier and kind of slips on a lot easier. It's not as durable as this, but anyway, it'll be working soon. And I've got a couple other things I want to talk to you about. So I made a stand for this rain barrel to give it a little bit more gravity when the water's coming out. That way you can attach a hose to it for your garden and it'll feed the water further distance. Also, it gives you a little extra room if you're going to collect water in a bucket to take somewhere else. So basically this is it. This is how you divert rainwater from your gutters to a barrel rain catchment system. And before I go, I want to show you one other thing over on the other side of the house. I just want to show you, if you really want to collect a lot of rainwater, you can buy one of these. It's called an IBC tank. This is what they haul liquid around in, and I got this on Craigslist for about $100. It holds 275 gallons of rainwater, and believe it or not, in a good rainstorm, it only takes a couple of days worth of rain to fill this up all the way. And then you've got a lot of water for your garden and water in case of emergency, and you're just saving water from your roof. It's a great thing, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and maybe I'll make some more about things around the house later. All right. I think you should really get this part where I'm really struggling with it. I'm just kidding.